host JD. If you're new, please do make sure to like, share, and definitely leave your thoughts in the comment section. So, as you saw by the title, we're going to be discussing Jamaica Reggae Boys' supposed roster that should be taking on Trinidad and Tobago and also Curacao. Is it good enough? And the reason why I stopped at supposed, based on the fact that when Rastas comes out, it's not the last set of games played. So injuries and all sorts of things can always play a part in additional tweaks to each rosters. So that's why I've done it that way. This video will not be a long video. Tomorrow I will have a more detailed one, so I can put it out there. You can look at the documents on the screens, player profiles, actual statistics, and all of those things. This is just a instant reaction that I wanted to put outside so that people don't have to text me my opinion on it if it's already here. All right. Yes. So we have Paul the OG. Bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Then we have Shaq Paul, my brother. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Vacation Phones JA. Oh, you're doing massive respect. Thanks for being here. Lamar. Hope you found your family, Lamar. And we have our brother Issa Allen in the building. Massive respect. Let me know your fast breakdown if you had seen the squad and such. Let me just go through the squad. So we can further the conversation. And as you come in, remember to hit the like button. That's the first of the things you do when you come here, and then listen to the conversation and get involved. All right, we have Jobless and Markland joining the team. All right, so these are the players listed for the supposed roster. Andre Blake, Jamal Waite, and Tafari Chambers in goal, which yes, you could say that they could add more players to that. It's been a while now. They have not really seeked out a goalkeeper, which is true. Which is true. But at the same time, I still believe that this is one of the better pools that they can name in the goalkeeping department. Andre Blake still the first choice. Jamal Away showcase that is mistake per game is still there, and Tafari Chambers should have already be in the team due to the fact that the previous individual that was in front of him never really showcased that he's the right piece. And he was already keeping ahead of him in Mount Pleasant as well, and never got the nod. So if you have to pick out of the two, I would say Tafari Chambers would be the one that you go for. All right. Big up yourself, Kemoy. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Is that we finish with Boyz Clark? I don't know. I don't know. I've not done so much in-depth research because what I've done, I've kind of moved back from Jamaican-centric videos and go back into the more Concacaf. So what I would have done is just to give you the face value thing. I don't try to get in inside information that much anymore because I'm a football individual. You understand me? Yes. All right. Milton, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Tito, how you doing, man? Hope all is well. And Tyler in the house. Neil Golson. Yes, so the goalkeeping department, I am okay with it. I expect that. I couldn't expect anything better. Then in the defensive department, you have Joel Latibodier, Ethan Pinnock, Richard King, Dexter Lembekisa, Greg Lee, that is, Damian Lowe, Rico Henry, new addition, Mason Oldgate, and Ian Frey. Let me know what you make of the defense line, people. Ooh. All right. So the first thing you're seeing there on the defense line, you're saying that, okay, you have a little bit right-sided team because you have one left-sided center back in the team overall and one true left back in the team overall. So that is something that could have you could have added a natural left back. I know that Lembekisa can play emergency left back and Joel Latibodier. So let me know if you think that will become a problem. Rico Henry can play left back and right back as well. So But that means you have to rely on him ASAP. Let me know. Let me know. All right. I think that maybe the left back position, you could have added a natural left back that got game in the national team, based on what I heard the coach saying that he's going for consistency, but his actions not really showing that he's going for consistency. You understand me? Yes, Rika Henry is on the list. The list that I have, Rika Henry is on the list. Yes, so I'm just giving people as it goes. All right, and based on the coach's statement. All right, because I've listened to his last comments in his press conference, and I think he's extremely confused, or I don't think he actually picks this roster. I think it's a combination of people picks these squads. In my opinion, a combination of people pick the squad, and it's not the coach. Because I've listened to the coach's assistant coach, and the assistant coach is saying exactly the opposite of what the coach is saying, which is shocking. You understand me? But we will get onto that when I'm on the computer, so I can actually play both statements, and you're wondering what's really going on. All right. Yes. So that is the defensive line. The defensive line right there. Good day. Good day to all of you guys. All right. Yes, shock Paul, but that's what I'm saying. Are you going to rely on a natural set left back that comes in and starts on the first day? Because your statement is saying that you're not relying on people that is new. You're just bringing them in, or not bringing them in at all, because you can't fit them in as fast as possible. So that's all I'm saying. It's kind of contradictory right there. But anyways, let me move on. Midfield: Isaac Aiden, Bobby Reed, Jonathan Russell, Karai Anderson, and Joshua Anglin. One, two, three, four, five midfielders, natural. Obviously, Ian Frey could add in the midfield, but that showcase that he's not natural. Joel Latibodier in the midfield showcase that is not natural. He's not natural either. So that could have made up the number to make it seven. Um, but at the same time, they don't play midfield football, they play wing transition. So more likely going with more midfielders kind of not really go with their game plan, because they don't play midfield. You understand me? So I expected them to put less midfielders in, and I think that tells you the direction they're going to go. If they get any Aslan Basli midfield, because they don't have a true actual defensive midfielder in the team. You understand me? So what that does is literally showcase people, once they see this list, what their plan is, and it's back to front football at its finest. You're going to expect, because the ability to hold on to the ball is not necessarily there. If Isaac Aiden any problem reach him, it's a bit light. It's a bit light. Yeah, so uh, not so impressed with the midfield, not so impressed with the midfield. And that's where the confusion comes from, because obviously Daniel Johnson never played for this team of recent, but at the same time, he played for Jamaica, and he's similar quality players like Rico Henry, them that plays at the highest level and still playing at the highest level, that could have come in and offer something. So I'm kind of surprised that they never added a actual midfielder to this team. Karai Anderson, Jonathan Russell, barely playing games. So the only person on this list is playing game is Isaac Aiden in midfield. The only player is playing football here is Isaac Aiden, the only player, and Isaac Aiden is on restriction in a sense, not full restriction, but like they're because it looks like he's injury prone, so they take their time to always try to blood him in to get him to the fullest level. And when players are at that level, sometimes they are not good to travel. So I was surprised that they still made him travel. All right, so the midfield is definitely not looking good at all. But they don't play midfield football, so I don't expect them to really care much about that. Yes, so that means nobody in the midfield truly playing actual games, which is shocking, And then now up front now, Bailey Kadamatri is playing games. Shamar Nicholson, he got some game time because Mora actually went to U20s and every other thing. Yeah, but once he's there and others are there, he ain't getting any game. So Shamar is on limited minutes as well. Roman Borrell is in good form, but the coach says that his main player is Warner Brown, which came back. So let me list out the forwards. Bailey Kadamatri, Shamar Nicholson, Roman Borrell, Damara Gray, Kaheem Dixon, Ronaldo Cephas, Tyrese Campbell, Warner Brown, Dujan Richards. All right, it's kind of a next team that's not playing football either again. The only players are actually getting legitimate minutes in the forward line is Bailey Kadamatri, Roman Borrell, Tyrese Campbell. That's it. Because Damara Gray is playing, but he's getting up to fitness as well. Kaim Dixon not playing, Shamar Nicholson not playing, Ronaldo Cephas not playing, Dujan Richards is on minutes restriction as well. Warner Brown is coming from back from injury and he's playing at a low level. So um, to be honest, the midfield and the forward line, it's pure injury players and inactive players. Are you guys seeing this? And if you even go to the back line as well, Lati Badir coming back from injury and minutes restriction, Ethan Pinnock, limited game time, Richard King, limited game time, Dexter Lembekisa, none to limited game time, Greg Lay, more game time but still limited, Damian Lowe just got released by his club, Rico Henry, more game time, Mace Oldgate, limited game time, and Ian Frey, more game time. It's only like 4 players playing. Are you guys seeing this? It's like legitimate 4 players playing in the entire team. This is definitely shocking. This is definitely shocking. The amount of game time that these JD blessings happy you saying it on and not being an hypocrite. Why would I be a hypocrite? I don't understand. This is who I've always been. I've never changed. I just don't do Jamaican videos at the rate as before. That's all. But I think that I needed to cover this because people texted me privately. So I said, let me come and give my breakdown on it. And I'm just running through. So it's a very much inactive team. All right. So I guess they must have to work on something. Um, you know, and this is and based on the coach's statement, it's solely based off who he knows and what they come up, the team of people that's picking the team comes up with. That's what I'm seeing. But maybe you should have gone for who is actually playing because even within this, people, when they're picking their starting 11, they're going to still tell you that this man is performing better in training, and that's why they're going to go for that man. So maybe even the ones that are actually playing not getting selected in the starting 11. So you might get in a entire starting 11 of inactive players. Yes, the coach always speak like he's a funeral service. Okay, JD is the realest person on these platforms, but I've not. I think I've done 4 videos in 3 months. All right. Do you think even though players doesn't have adequate minutes, we will still get cross the line? Kerrick, if you know me as an individual, I've always stuck to reality, and the reality is Jamaica, Curacao, Trinidad are all same level teams. I've said that before a ball kicked, people disrespect me, but I think now people actually come into the same plane as myself. Technical ability, bless up DJ Fatal. Technical ability, Curacao is better than Jamaica. Speed and on wing transition, Jamaica might be better than Curacao that. But Ball control, I would give it to Curacao as well. Football in overall IQ style of play, I would give it to Curacao as well. So everyone have their benefits, but who can nullify each one? And I heard people saying that Curaçao's defensive line ain't good. Um, I want to say that Jamaica gave up the same amount of big chances as Curacao in all the games. So why are we saying things and not actually looking at the facts? You understand me? So it's tough. Just as though Curaçao's defense line would be shaky, that means Jamaica's defense line is literally as bad as Curaçao's one. But the problem is we have affinity towards Jamaica, so we tend to cover those things and not actually talk the truth. You understand me? But I don't think Jamaica's backline is better than Curaçao's backline. You understand me? Curacao literally played 23 minutes inside of Jamaica's half for the whole 23 minutes, and they should have been 3-0 up on Jamaica. So it's tough for we to say these things, and we have to be careful. We brought in Rico Henry. I think Rico Henry, he will have to help. He will have to help because he's going to be called on, and this is going to expose the coach, Issa Allen. He's going to expose the coach. You know why? He claims that he's going to rely on who he knows, but I can bet you Rico Henry will be on that field. How much you bet me, Issa? Rico Henry will be on the field, somebody that he doesn't know. So it just always comes back down to I don't think he picks the team. I don't think he picks the team. And as what we have always said, Jamaica never try to go above their competition. They always try to dumb it down as best as possible to make sure it is exciting. So, the question what the person just asked, do you think that we can get over the line? My brother, just like all Jamaican games, it's going to be a 50-50, if not 40 to 60 from the opponent, because that's how Jamaica's team selects, and that's how every game Jamaica plays turns out. 50-50, very tight. You go in the last 20 games, and Jamaica had 2 games in the last 20 games that they won convincing. 2 games only. The last one that they played against the average, I don't even know what team that is, but the third string team. And then the next one that they played was the Guatemala's second and third string team. Those are the only 2 games in the last 20 games Jamaica actually played better than the opponent, clearly. And the reason for that, I think it's solely down to selection. I think it's solely down to selection. It's not the ability, the players in the pool that couldn't get the job done. I think it's the selection and the forceful inclusion of people to make a balance. Forceful inclusion of people to make a balance, and not necessarily to who is actually playing good and properly assessed something and give it its true credit. That's what I think the problem is for Jamaica. So for the person said if we can get over the line, I am not sure, because Jamaica doesn't have a winning record over Curacao, and I'm not sure if that will happen when they meet Curacao, even in Jamaica. Because I've seen Cuba came into Jamaica with 10 players. Jamaica did play good in that game, better than Cuba, but they still held on. They still held on, and almost comfortable held on as well. You understand me? So I don't see Curacao fearing Jamaica to come to Jamaica. If they go in with a lead and they can draw that game, I don't think Jamaica qualifying in first position. If Curacao gets the 3 points and Jamaica don't get a point against, or get a point, if Jamaica don't win against Trinidad, I don't think Jamaica win in the group, people. So let me tell you here what I believe. That is just my opinion. If they don't beat Trinidad and stay atop, so that means whatever Curacao does, it is still okay because they can draw the game. Once there is a draw in the game possible for Curacao, Jamaica is not qualifying first. They are going to fight for a second place position because Curacao have two options, and Curacao can counter Jamaica because they counter Jamaica at will, and they are going to be doing the same thing because they don't have the players capable on our team to stop them because we are playing wing transition football and not necessarily total football that we compete in all thirds. You understand me? So I think that they have to win the game against Trinidad, which is going to be very hard. JD, at this point, I think the coach is a bit frustrated, and the coach doesn't pick the team. They brought in rules. They brought in rules now, and the coach is not picking the team. He's not picking the full team. No, he has a number of players that he has to pick, and then the body pick the rest of the team. That's how it goes, people. They're going to spin narratives all they want, but I'm just telling you what they told me to as well. That's how it goes with the selection of this damn team. Don't let them fool you. All right. And clearly, they can't fool you because the coach kept telling them that this and this was picked by this man. So clearly, if it's picked by a different man, it's not him picking the team because he doesn't know the other players. You know, if Aiden plays full 19 boat match, we won't lose any games. But DJ Fatal, it doesn't matter if he plays 90. If you know what I said? Win. Because if you draw both games, DJ Fatal, if you draw both games, Curacao still finish first. Because Curacao will have to play the other team. You understand me, DJ Fatal? So we have to be careful of what we're saying. All right? Yes, you have to win the game, DJ Fatal. Why you want to go? I don't get this, Why we keep on trying to downplay not winning the game in Trinidad? Brother, if you lose the game in Trinidad, you're not going through. I am not asking you. You're not going through. All right? At this point, if you lose the game in Trinidad, you might not even qualify for even the second position. You understand? It's a must-win game. Both of the games are the Trinidad game is a must-win game more than the actual Curacao game. And that's what I was telling people, The Trinidad game is a must-win game because hear me out now. No, Fatal. Me no work that way in a Fatal. You can't convince me when the football don't convince me and the actions of people don't convince me. All right. All I'm saying is I am having a conversation with you. I said the Trinidad game is a must-win game. The reason why, look, if Jamaica draw the game, they're going to be on 10 points. Curacao wins their game, they're going to be on 11 points. So that means they have advantage to draw the game in Jamaica or win the game in Jamaica and qualify. You understand me? So what you have to do is win the game to make sure you're ahead of Curacao, so Curacao has to come out and play. Because I think that's the only advantage Jamaica have is when Curacao comes out and play. DJ Fita, listen to my reason. Remember, I'm always connecting it to football. All right? If Curacao drops back, Jamaica can't do nothing. Because they can always pass through them. And they can't play without space. Jamaica cannot play without space at all. At all. You don't realize that. Bermuda drops back, Jamaica can't play through them. Trinidad drops back, Jamaica can't play through them. And Curacao drops back, they can't play through them. So once they have the lead, the advantage is going to be on Curaçao's side. So you have to win the game in Trinidad, so you know that Curacao has to come out and play you. That's how you do it. So I'm surprised that people saying, oh, you just need to beat Curacao and that's it. Brother, this squad, I am not confident in that attitude. The attitude is I have to beat Trinidad. Because all you need to do is to beat Trinidad. So I was surprised why people never saw that. I saw a guy came on my program and said, all we just need to do is beat Curacao. And I'm saying that's not the case, All you need to do is to beat Trinidad, because if you beat Trinidad, you can draw with Curacao, regardless of what Curacao results is. You are going to be the one proceeding to the next round. If you don't win against Trinidad, you can come third, because Trinidad will have Bermuda to play, which might just be 3 points. And if you draw and lose, you end up third. You don't realize that. because that would have been 6 points for Trinidad and they're on 5. So that would have put them on 11 and you would have been on 10. So that means you'd have been knocked out completely without even a possible shot in the World Cup. So please, people, check the mathematics because I can't believe people was actually arguing me on that point. Trinidad will give us more trouble than Curacao, but we will beat both. All right, all right, all right. Thanks for the confidence, JD. Demshare said, JD, you are my icon. This is the one time I'm not believing in what you're saying. Curacao is no big team. But imagine that, imagine that. But the problem is, I have no problem, Demshire, but I don't believe Jamaica is a big team. Because that is my problem. That is my problem. The problem is, I don't think I never believed Jamaica was a big team. Because that is my problem. You notice my conversation I started and said Trinidad, Curacao, and Jamaica is all at the same level before a ball kicked. And you can't tell me that after all the games played, you saw any separation. Any separation you would have been Trinidad because Trinidad played better than all of the other teams. But Trinidad is not on the amount of points. So if you're talking about performances that are not as good, Jamaica and Curacao have not played up to the situation as yet. It was Trinidad played Curacao 2 times and played better than Curacao twice. Played Jamaica and they were better than Jamaica as well. You understand me? So it's you can say Curacao is not a big team, but this is not about Curacao. This is about Trinidad, Jamaica, and Curacao. It's all of them. You understand me? Yes. Big up yourself, JD. If JA cannot beat Curacao at home to go to the World Cup, it makes no sense qualifying. But Franklin, we have to be careful. We have to be careful. Because Franklin, you came on my platform and you told me uh, football is about goals, and Jamaica have lots of experience striker. We have Levi, and he isn't scoring much. All right. Uh, and maybe that's why Trinidad is not leading because you're saying Levi is not scoring. Splicer offers good pace, but maybe he doesn't score as much. So maybe that's why. Yes, yes. Trinidad play the best. Their finishing is their problem. Yes, but that's what I'm saying. So why are we out here bragging that Curacao is not a big team when Curacao nor Jamaica played better than Trinidad? You understand me? So so what I should say, Trinidad is a big team. You guys are something else. So what I should be saying, Trinidad played the best out of everybody in this group. So Trinidad is a big team, but they are not in the pole position to qualify. They have to beat Jamaica in order to keep themselves afloat. The good thing is, if they beat Jamaica, they are almost certain to come second. They are almost certain to come second because that means they would have been on 11 points. They just need to rocket up their goal difference. But I believe that if they come, let me give you the exact number. If they beat Jamaica, they are going to be in one of the spots then. So that their fate for second position is in their own hands because if they beat Jamaica, they're on a +1 goal difference, so they're on a +1. Curacao is on +3. So if they beat Jamaica, obviously that would have been +1 goal at least. So that means they would go in the next game in a +2, and Jamaica would have dropped to a +7. But Jamaica would have still stayed on 9 points, and Curacao would have been on 11 points. And regardless of what happened with them, Trinidad would be in the mix. So Trinidad is not out of it at all. They could go on the most points as a second place team. So none of the teams are out of it, people. All three teams are in it equally. All three teams are in it equally. All of them. All right. So I don't think Trinidad will turn up. I don't think Trinidad will turn up and lay down to Jamaica at all. I think this people, this is not over at all. Because Trinidad have a very good shot of actually going through. Very good shot of going through. They just need to put a spanner in Jamaica's little hole there, and that's it. Once they win that game, they are saying Jamaica and Curacao need to figure out who wants to join them. That's how it goes, you know. If Trinidad beats Jamaica, you know, it's about Jamaica or Curacao going through with Trinidad for either the first spot or the intercontinental spot. Yeah, yeah, I don't think people realize what's going on. So I don't believe no throwing away games will be going here. Trinidad is coming out to win that game, period, against Jamaica. Because if they win that game, they are almost certain to come second. I think we're not reading this thing good. All right. Imaxit said Trinidad is very dangerous when they feel like their backs are against a wall with nothing to lose. Yes, that is true. All right. The coaching staff and selection is Jamaica's biggest problem. I agree as well. Kush, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Owen Manning says, JD, to me, isn't ball position talk is the team who is putting the ball in the back of the goal. All right, all right. So he said, okay, so for you, you're still going to put Jamaica and Curacao first because Curacao put the ball in Jamaica's goal. So that means Curacao would have been the best team based off you're putting the ball in the back of the net. So let me see Owen Manning. What let me see what mental gymnastic you're going to jump, because I said putting the ball in the back of the net is the indicator to who is the best. So Manning, that means Curacao is the best then, because Curacao put the ball in Jamaica's back of the net. So decide, Manning. All right, all right. And we have Joe Grind said, I don't feel like we're making it to the World Cup. I hope I'm wrong. Decolard said, JD, the way it look, Jamaica might not even qualify. But that's what I'm saying to people. This is not about even qualifying first. It's to qualify at all. And it's coming down to the game that people claim that was not relevant. Jamaica better pray they don't make the mistake and overlook Trinidad and lose down at that Trinidad game. Because people, if they lose down at that Trinidad game, they're not going to any World Cup or Confed or nothing at all. All right? So they need to go to Trinidad and fight hard and take that 3 points. And then I'm saying, yes, that's 1 foot into the World Cup. Obviously, it still can go wrong, but at least they would be on 12 points. So that means they would be at least second place. You understand me? So you still get a next shot. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying to people, but they haven't listened. It's not over until it's over. That is true. Melissa, don't make them motivated. Then that is it. Apache, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Guys, we're just in 115 hours. Massive respect. Please double tap the screen. The likes will go up on it. All right, if you don't see the like button directly. So take a little time and get the likes up on the video. You know we don't. At least we're not even here, so we can't beg likes, you know. But yeah, just stop the screen if you respect the reasoning. All right, double tap your screen if you're using a cell phone, and the likes will be going up. Leave your thoughts in the comment section as well. Bermuda will win that game. Remember, I said that. Patrick Edwards, yes, you're relying on Bermuda to beat Curacao when Jamaica never beat Curacao. I'm telling you. JD, we have to have faith, and Trinidad a baby team with no apology. Trinidad a baby team. So Jamaica have 1 win in its history over Trinidad, or maybe 2 wins in its history, and they are winning more games over the last 4 years, maybe 10-2. So that means Trinidad was dominating Jamaica before the last 4 years in the records between Jamaica. But one is a baby team and the next one is a big team. God, I am trying to do mathematics because I'm trying to understand what that person just said to me. Kimo Hunter said, brother Boza hurted Iman Wana. Hold on. So what we use to determine who is a soft soap and weak and all them stuff and baby? Because I've just so Curacao have a winning record over Jamaica, and Jamaica have won 10 games in the last 4 years, four five no over the last 6 years against Trinidad to two, and Jamaica leading them by one game. So if you go back just 5 years ago, Trinidad would be leading and Curacao leading Jamaica in head to head. So how they became baby team when they would have had winning records over Jamaica. Like I'm trying to, because sometimes I know you guys type things, but I can't understand what how the logic comes. Like it's not accurate at all. There. So I'm trying to get the education why you say that the next team ain't nothing. Like, oh, you come to that conclusion. Is it just does not just believe that we are just the greatest and nobody else exists and we don't need to analyze anything? Because if that's the case, if that's the case, what I will do, I will just delete my channel and leave football alone when it comes on to Jamaica, and then I will talk on other games because I think the other games they want analysis. But if Jamaica is just all this great, it doesn't make. I am not relevant, I am not relevant. Um, the past 10 games in Trinidad, what? I said over the last 6 years, we might play 10 times and we won most of those games. Am I wrong? I think it was one game in the last 3 years I've realized Trinidad won, which was the one in Jamaica with Hutchinson them, and I drew a couple more. But I'm saying the record, we have been winning. My point was we have been winning. Dre, we have been winning for a million years, for the last million years. And we just surpassed them by one or two. That means before that, we never won anything, Dre. We never won anything if that's how it is. So how come they become a baby team? I am just asking where the sense comes in that. Like, that's why these people can just put anybody on the field. And because we don't use standards and logics to reason, we take anything and say that we're the best. And that's why the JFF is never under pressure, because of people and how they think. But the problem is, I am not thinking like that. That's why I've forever kept the JFF honest and beat them, because I have a standard. And I think the people them don't have a standard because their ego cloud their possible chance of having a standard. That's the difference between me and all of the maybe viewers. I will always go into the facts and look at it and say, oh, this makes sense. You understand me? And that is the problem for me. You get me? That is the problem for me. I think people's ego clouds their vision and they don't look at nothing else. You understand me? Because of that ego, you make the JFF keep on getting away with these BS that they keep on putting in front of you. This is low standard things they are doing. Very little preparation goes into everything here. All right. The only thing is, I would agree with you. None of these teams are better than Jamaica. You get me? None of these teams are better than Jamaica. All right. That's the whole problem. Well, Rebel Ricky, then you can stop come here, because this is called sense place, and clearly you don't have much sense, because if you said I badmouth anybody else, you have below 60 IQ, and that is your problem, because you don't even understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, because you said I am badmouth in Jamaica, and you can't make one statement, repeat one statement that I've made here that is badmouth in Jamaica. So sometimes you're just too dunce, and maybe you need to sell a phone and go to school, because listening is key. And having a standard is the way of educating yourself. Your brain dead. And that's the thing why I don't even waste my time come here. Because some of these people are beyond stupid. I don't know how they function. You understand me? Yes, like that commenter. They are brain dead. They are stupid people that walks around and talk about just believe the man with no facts. Nothing called sense. That's the type of stupidity. I can't be a part of that because I'm not living that in real life. I have a thing called standard in real life. So I rather never come and do a video here because it's not adding anything to my life. Because it's just trying to make me as stupid, something that I've run left. I can't go back to. Simple as that. I am not going to eat my word. You don't listen. You're brain dead. You don't listen. That's your problem. All right? That's your problem. You don't listen. God damn, man. Listening is important. And that's how you actually learn. You're about me there at a bad mouth Jamaica. You're so stupid. Hello? Yeah? Okay. All right. I'm doing a video. I'm about to finish soon because I had like 1 hour. All right, no problem. Yeah. Yeah. No, man, I am cool, but I'm just trying to tell people you can't program me. You can't program me, none at all. I am here talking football. If you don't want to come here, it's your phone. You don't need to run here. You understand me? I'm just telling you that I'm not stupid. I'm not illiterate, and I don't use ignorance to just act delusional. I just come here and say, based on what I saw, this is what I saw in the games. You understand me? Because based on all these people talking, we shouldn't have needed to play these games at all. That's the problem. We shouldn't have needed to play the next 2 games. You get me? And clearly, you still have to play the 2 games. Simple. So that's a problem. No problem. I agree, JD. The JFF have no standard, but of course, man, that's the whole thing. I am not gonna pretend. That is just the truth, and that's why I don't waste my time anymore. You understand me? Because my time is important. I can earn money in the time that I'm gonna be here trying to figure out things and try to hold them because the people, them stupid people like that come enter, make me not want to come here because the people normally was the one holding them accountable. But now they just jump to the bandwagon of loving sweets. So they just give in to the JFF and their stupidness that they keep on doing. And then when they don't reach anywhere, they're going to flip their mouth. Now, you know what they're going to be saying, people? Click me right here. If and when Jamaica don't make the World Cup, click me right here. You know what they're going to say? You know what they're going to say? They are going to say it's the English guys, them, actually make them not make the World Cup. And they're going to go with a cycle of saying they're going to pick their own team now and pick a bunch of local players. Just watch, because you have a high possible chance of it going wrong. Just watch. Click me right here. Click me right here. You're going to see how devious the type of people you're dealing with. You're going to see. Click me right here. Click me right here. What they're going to see if and when this go bad, they're going to just make a next story up and just bypass the reality. They're going to just bypass the reality of who is the problem. Because if this thing go bad, Mr. Speedem should get fired and don't be around the national team again. And like every other federation, it have a standard. You qualify for what you're damn doing. When FIFA send the money come, the money used for the right reason. You understand me? So people get hired and fired, and man should not be living in the JFF for 500 years. You have some man in there for 500 years, and they qualify for something 55 years ago, and then they come back again and say they did qualify 75 years ago. So let me give them an next opportunity to qualify again, and they get 25 love. And then they park that one and go back for the next man that qualified 65 years ago and no backstory and get 25 love again. The low standard of these people is mental. It can't happen in Suriname. It can't happen in Curacao. It can't happen in United States. It can't happen in Mexico. It can't happen in no other place. No other place. These person they can't get fired. They are not doing anything and they can't get fired. So, and that's what I was talking about. for the person that came in and tried to be the disruptor. That's what I was talking about. But your brain couldn't comprehend what I was talking about. It was not about the main games then. It was about the actual standard. What's causing these uncomfortable situations? It is because of the low standard and these people in position. You never may know. If I ever say what I want to say, you might drop down. All right. Some of these actual teams that we're playing doing us a favor. They are actually doing us a favor. All right. JFF have a poor president. Yes, I think that's where the problem starts. You know, that's where the problem starts. You remember when the last election you remember when the last election was going on and the whole away come on because they tricked us and talk about, the next team don't like overseas people none at all. So they wouldn't pick no overseas people none at all. And this and that. You remember? You remember that was their conversation here. They used that to sell to the YouTubers them so the YouTubers promote them. You get me? So that's what they used to sell, you know. But believe me, they weren't better than the other people. Because you should not even sell that. The problem is because you can have 24 better players in Jamaica. I know it's highly unlikely, but you still can have 24 better players because everybody is Jamaican. But they came with a division and sold to the actual YouTubers them to tell them that this is the only way we're going to get overseas players in the team. If the other party wins, we won't get anything at all. And believe me, I don't believe that is true. Because you see some of these guys that's getting position people, let me tell you that. They are worse. They tell me direct things that is worse than the people that they are talking about. Believe me. And they are the ones selecting players and giving advice. So that's why I'm not so confident, people, because it could have been better. It could have been better. You shouldn't have been worried about these situations. But no, you will watch and see. All right. So all of the commenters, I will be here to wait and see. Big up yourself, Devon Porter. Hope all is well. You set me up with his slap, brother. Come to the stadium, guys. Let's get behind the team. All right. President, get behind the team. Let's support the team. I'm trying to follow truth. Yeah, man, big up yourself. No. I was just trying to show people that I think they have a very low standard, and some of these things that these people are getting away with is a godright, dumb, stupid foolishness. But I realize that they realize that all you need to do is put the ego in front of Jamaicans and everything will be okay. Just give them something to brag about, and they can't figure reality out because that's all they do. Put some players that they know in front of their faces and don't know how much that's disrupting the team. You understand me? And they fight for the JFF. Yeah! Because I'm seeing this player and I'm seeing that player. Brother, we will learn the truth, man. One thing about life, you know, you can't scam your way through life, you know. You cannot scam your way through life. You get me? You can't scam your way through life. And I've always said from the start, Jamaica will try and scam them way to a World Cup, while others are doing their best to try and make the World Cup. And all I see, they're scamming. They're trying to scam their way. And let me make myself clear. When I said they're scamming their way, every single time they could have gone for a better team, and they are doing just the bare minimum to get over the line. That's what I meant by scamming. Believe me. I'm glad that the assistant coach came and told you that levels are important. JPL players can't play with overseas players because one is a dog shit league. That's the truth. And one is a higher level league. So the forced mixture of players can't work. But the coach, this current coach, come here and fool the people and talk about every player can play together. Well, he signed a assistant coach that says the opposite of him. That's why I said when I have my computer, I will put that on it and you hear the coach say what I've always been telling people. The biggest problem is the level of players forcing to play together. That is the biggest problem. Beckford 2 years ago told Jamaica that is the biggest problem. That's why Jamaica can't take that leap, because this forced mixture of players don't work. You never see Manchester City picking League One players to come and play with Premier League players. It's not possible. These mans are going into games telling people that League Zero players are better than Premier League players. You don't see that this is a shop window. You understand me? And you're trying to scam your way to a World Cup because you think that the World Cup is so easy to make. That's my point. That's my point. And I'm here for years telling you, and all of them come and spin their narrative. That's what I think is Jamaica's problem. That's what I think is Jamaica's problem. The false pride of forcing the people them that who they know to play with the actual talented players them. That's what I think is a problem. Every time Jamaica picks a full professional sets of players, the best game Jamaica played in the last 40 games was Panama versus Jamaica. Jamaica came third in the Nations League. That's the 1-0 when we beat Panama. That was the best game, and that was all professional players. All professional players. That's the best Jamaica passed the ball, best Jamaica defended, best Jamaica attacked, and nullified Panama. People, go and watch the game. Don't let them people tell you any lies. It's not true. That's the best game Jamaica played, period. After that, Jamaica never played the next game because the coach pretty much left, you know? And because the coach was telling Mr. Speed them that a king needs to perform in Iceland. You understand me? So that's why they got themselves in these positions now and trying to force certain things. Yes, of course, I heard people clip it and say, JD, look how long you've been telling people this. You're the assistant coach telling about the levels and how hard it is to bridge the gap. And they're trying to force the gap to be bridged. And Mr. Speed come on my channel and say that. So he's the one trying to force that. No other country trying to force that. Suriname not trying to force that. And we claim that Suriname is not a good team. But Suriname bench, no JPL player can make Suriname team. None. You understand me? None. Everybody are high-level players because they want to give themselves the best opportunity for the next man on the field to feel as comfortable and move with the same with the same level. You understand me? So give them the true chance, man. Let them perform, people, man. Let them perform, and then I will back the team. It don't matter where you're born, because Liam Bailey is a high-level player. Liam Bailey is an high-level player. Andre Blake is a high-level player. Damian Lowe plays at a high level. Just stop mixing the team. Stop forcing players in the team. The Gold Cup, we got embarrassed. When you tell me, Beerback, you just have PTSD. That's it. I mentioned Suriname because I wanted to use an example. Because clearly they are doing very good in a tougher group that we had zero chance of qualifying in. Because the two teams in the next group that they are actually leading embarrassed Jamaica in the last couple games. So Beerback, stop PTSD. Leave PTSD alone and just listen to my conversation, because I'm trying to drop points. All right, so let me move on. Remember, you guys just told me. They told me that and what's his name is the future. Demo, come here, you know. Demo, come here. Demo come here and said, my boy for the future, Atkinson. So why we can't pick Atkinson again? Why we can't pick Atkinson again, people? Why Atkinson can't come in? We don't have any midfielder. So why Atkinson can't come back in the team? Because they said, I heard Mr. Speed said Atkinson was built for this. Was built for him better than a lot of overseas players. He touched the field, and he was the worst player I've ever seen played in Jamaica's team for the longest time. And he's not a bad player, you know. He's not a bad player. I think he's one of Jamaica's better players. He's one of Jamaica's better players. But because you try to force him on the field, you put him out of position, and then clearly the pace of football, he never played that before. So you know what now? You unbalance the team and Jamaica gets embarrassed. So it's not the players you should be blaming. It is the federation and the coaching staff you should be blaming. People, you should be blaming them from day one. You understand me? And you come every time you come here, oh, Jamaica, the biggest thing, get behind the team. Don't say nothing, man. Don't talk. We don't want to hear you. What we say? Believe no man. We are believe no man. Brother, you're an idiot. I'm a choose to not be an idiot. Simple as that. Simple as that. You believe what you want to believe. You are idiot and me sensible. And I am okay with that. If I win, I can come here and still celebrate just the same. Because I want the team to win. That's the thing. I am just talking on how difficult they make it when it could have been way easier. That's all I'm saying. The loss to Curacao was embarrassing. Bless up, float management already, man. Big of yourself. Yeah, man. Me have to try beat some sense in some of them people's head. It's like I have not been here for a long time, you know? So I have to give them an hour out of beating, you know? November 13 on Port of Spain will be the decider. Shakpo said, like up the stream. No, man, it's harder for them to like the stream because it's not the normal version I'm running. That like button would have been there, Shakpo. So I don't have any problem. And this was me just to come and talk about the squad and give my honest opinion and what I think is causing the problem. So this was the support squad and why I think Jamaica have not pushed on. Remember, you know, people, these waganists that jump on board now, all of these new people that you see in our comment section, they are waganists, you know. We are here from day one. We made most of these things possible. You understand me? So I don't know how them coming in our chats pretending like they are this aficionado of success to who support in Jamaica. Brother, well, you know how much bleaching nights we are here. I'm forcing them to pick players. Believe me, this national team is based off a we. Why this forcefully looks like that. So the wagonist, they will just jump on from the wagon. Yes, a we make that possible. We on this YouTube. That's why we stand for something. All right, wagonists? So learn that. All right? I might not be here as often, but learn that wagonists. Learn that. Anyways. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come on maybe tomorrow, and I'm going to bring up big up Farnick. I'm going to bring up stats on the screen. Yes, JD, you're 100% right. I understand what you're. Yeah, but Manning, I was not trying to fight with them, but they just don't listen. Because if you don't come on and say, yeah, man, Jamaica the greatest, man, and a 6 points and nothing else, I am going to ask you people. I'm going to show you that even the people that says so, they know that you don't have any sense. And that's why they play that game with you. If it's just 6 points, why all of these YouTubers make 700 videos? Answer me, people. None of you can answer me. If they believe that it's just 6 points, why they say 6 points to fool you and build 700 videos? I have done 2 videos in 1 month. So if it's 6 points, what are you analyzing? What are you talking about for 24 hours every day for 55 days? You don't have nothing else in life to do. Nobody can answer me. All right? If it's just 6 points. If it's 6 points, why we are building 7,000 videos of every version to tell you it's 6 points? You get me? Come on, people, man. You see, so unreal. 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 You guys are not real. You understand me? If it's 6 points and I just believe the man, why you need to build 75,000 videos? You build a 5-minute video and support Jamaica people on a 6 points. No argument. Done. And go look at work. You understand me? But that's what I'm talking about. So why I can't be here Not saying it's 6 points and come here with valid evidence to have a conversation. You see what I'm talking about? I came here with valid evidence to have a conversation, but I should shut up. You soon see what I go on, brother. Everybody soon see what I go on. If the right players were being picked, we would have qualified from a last window. Okay, all right. And that's what I said. That's what I said, But because I don't come out and be mad, you see, nobody commented on what I just said. You see, nobody commented on what I just said. So what I see now, you guys have nothing to do either, and you guys love the overhyping and the drama, and no facts included. That's it. You understand me? That's why you can't answer me. Because if you said it's 6 points and JD is negative and this and that and all sorts of foolishness, why would not do videos? Why would not do videos for 24 hours in a row if it's 6 points? None of you guys can answer me right there because there is no answer for it because you don't believe on yourself. On just a scam, just like the JFF a scam, just the same. So it's all scammers. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, just a bunch of people don't believe in nothing. They just want to manipulate the fans and take what they want. That's what I see. And I'm an honest person. That's what I see. All right? That's what I see. Just a manipulation to benefit himself. So one is not better than the JFF, just the same. So when I'm here talking, just leave me alone to stick to my facts. I will come here one time in 55 million years. You understand me? And say what I saw. Just avoid my one video, man. I am doing one video and it troubles so much people. One video, One single video and it troubles so much people. God damn, man. So here right now, people. I don't have to do any video at all. Here how it goes now, people. I am going to work out how I don't do any video at all until it's match time. All right? Until it's match time. I'm okay to agree with that. So what I wanted to do then, once any information come out on Jamaica, don't call my phone. Just leave me alone until the next match, and I promise you I will not record a next Jamaican video. Click me right here. If people don't bother me, that's the only reason why I come on, because I don't like to give people one person the information. I like to give everybody the information because I don't think one person deserves the information, and that's the reason why I came on. If you don't bother me, if nobody don't text me, I don't come on and do one video. I promise you. All right, so don't text me and don't ask me any question about Jamaica football, and I won't come on until match day, people. I am okay with that. All right? Yes, so you don't have to hear any facts. I just run around like a headless, clueless chicken, and I am okay with that. Period. All right? Jamaican fans only care about analysis if we lose the game. But when we got battered by most of the big teams and they don't even bother want nothing, they just drop off and don't listen to nothing, Jason. So I don't believe they believe about nothing. They just want to brag, JD, Leon Bailey and Casey Palmer be on standby lists when these guys are not even ready to suit up for their clubs. I am willing to bet Warner Brown is good. Of course, Warner Brown starting. What are you talking about? Of course, Warner Brown starting from now. It doesn't matter what anybody else do. Warner Brown starting. You the man say, Warner Brown, I'm man. I want you. What the hell? Warner Brown, I'm man. So what else you expect? What else you expect? Bro, we need your opinion. No, Markland. They don't like me, blood. All right? You know how it works in Jamaica. You give your things and walk away and don't talk. You understand me? So they just want me to give my things and don't talk. I should have no opinion. Warner Brown, I'm man. That him say. And that me I repeat to him say him man of the year. Him say man of the year when the little youth plays so good and beat Trinidad. And the man asked him a question about Bailey Kadamatri. And I was so proud of a Jamaican person asking about an English person. So it makes sense that little education going in his brain cell, and he's not just Jamaican centric. And the man just turn around and say, like him say, I want that Jamaican boy ask about that English man. Mate, why are you? You almost want to say that, Oh, Yeah, yeah. My main striker, Warner Brown, is not here. The man never asked you that. He never asked you that, boy. So, brother, your boy was brilliant today. Yeah, Doctor Dan. You hear Doctor Dan? Why you think? Why you think me so charge up? Jesus, I realize me I the whole time. That beating there, really charged me up. Unstoppable. How you do, man? Warner is not ready, but brother. Warner played all of the games in the Gold Cup. Nobody saw him. You know why? Because he was pressing himself out on the sideline. Every center of the team pass the ball around him. All right. Brown start with hold on. Oh, people. Click me again. Click me again. Click me again, people. All right. Click me again. The man say man. The man say, man, never the year. When time my next man come and a bust up the net and give Jamaica almost all of them points. And him still a talk about him, man. You have two championship level strikers that are scoring goals in the championship. Burrell not get a game, Apache, when him man wasn't here. So when him man is here, him go get a game? No, Apache, just answer me. So when his man wasn't here, he was crying for his man. And now his man come back. And the next man that was scoring as well is here. How Borrella go get in the game, Apache? Just answer me now. Why, Apache, you know, love set up on yourself for disappointment, All right, JD, the buzz is Maggie is ready for the national. I actually agree to as well. Yeah, man. I'm ready for the national team. Put all of them together and put in the team. Just drop out everybody where sensible and put all of the people where I am not sure. Just put them all to the field. And just say vibes, Fox JD, the coach is but Kevin, but the man say it out of his mouth, but nobody now listen to him say. So I don't understand why you even watch. Remember, all along, before people, this is the last point and then I'm done. This is the last point and then I'm done, at least, and then I will answer some questions. All along the man talk about, yo, dog, you have to be playing in your club. Club is important. Form is important. I can't pick players that's not playing. The man literally said this time. It's not about playing in your club. It's about what they do when I pick it for Jamaica. So everything he does is to spin his narrative to pick his below par players them to sell his fantasy. That's it, Because all of his below par players them, their brain cells can't translate nowhere else aside from when they forcefully get into a position. And in no club, they're going to be forcefully in a position. They have to play for that position. And they seem to can't get into those positions. They go down to League Zero, they are on the bench. Cephas go down to League Zero, he's on the bench. Dixie go down to League Zero, he's on the bench, just the same. Mbik is in the England team, people. The kid named Mbik that I was talking about, that they were trying to convince me that he wasn't better than Dixon, he's in the England team now. You can't make these things up, people. One can't get in the game in League 2. One is starring in League 2 and one is in the England team. But one ain't better than one. Brother, too prideful, man. Like wake up. Because if him give them game, yes, Princeton, he gave them game time, and the last time Burrell plays a full game, the whole of Jamaica rave about him. Then they gave him a little half-assed game, and then he never played the next game, and that's it. Um, Trinidad still needs Bermuda to beat Curacao, and Curacao to beat Jamaica. No, yeah. Trinidad would need. Look, no. Trinidad, if Trinidad beat Jamaica, that's it. If Trinidad beat Jamaica, Trinidad is finishing second. Trinidad is because Trinidad is beating Bermuda. Because what? Trinidad is on 5 points now. Look, if Curacao, if Jamaica even won against Curacao, Trinidad will still be in the second place position to go to the prelims as one of the highest second place teams, because they would have hit 11 points. So if Trinidad beats Jamaica, they are getting one of the two spots then. They are getting one of the two spots then. Period. Look, Trinidad is on 5 points, so 5 and 3 is 8, and then 3 more, which they would have gotten against Bermuda, would be 11. And Curacao would have won their game to go on 11 points, because Curacao is on 8 points. Jamaica wouldn't have been on any points until they play Curacao, and if they beat Curacao, Curaçao's goal difference would have gone down, because Curacao is on a +3. So if Trinidad scored more than 3 goals over Bermuda, Curacao would have dropped out. Curacao would have dropped out. You understand? What are you talking about? I have the list here. I can give you the numbers again. Yes, but truth, of course Trinidad can score 3. They scored 3 on Bermuda the last time. So they would have just needed to repeat exactly what they did before. Truth. So Trinidad, once Trinidad wins against Jamaica, Trinidad is going to make one of the first or second spot. That's it. Period. All right? Yes. Jamaica or Curacao will fight for first spot. That's how it's going to go. All right? Yes. Sadly, that's how the mathematics goes, people. All right? Dale Stock said Bermuda will get a point. Well, Bermuda will knock out somebody, people. All right? JD, you are make me point, and my point was... okay. Well, all I'm saying is, people, if Trinidad beat Jamaica, Trinidad will be in a position and Jamaica and Curacao is fighting for one spot. Any one of them lose the game, getting knocked out. That's how it is, people. That's how it is. If Jamaica lose against Trinidad, it's Jamaica or Curacao. One is going to get first place and one is coming third. You hear me, people? If Jamaica lose against Trinidad, one is coming first and one is coming third. Jamaica or Curacao, one of them not going to the Intercontinental whatever thing or the World Cup. That's how it is. Trinidad is making the World Cup because Bermuda are not beating none of these teams. All right? None of these teams. No truth. Believe me, I saw it go truth. Just once Jamaica lose against Trinidad, believe me, one of them now go to the World Cup. Not two of them. Two of them not going to the World Cup. All right, one of them dropping out. Jamaica or Curacao. All right, and Trinidad going through. That's how it's gonna go through the truth. Just watch. All right, so Jamaica has to win the game against Trinidad. It will come down to goal. I know, but come on, man. We not just watch Bermuda. Truth. You can tell me that Trinidad say, "Oh man, 2 more goals." And Bermuda say, all right, I want my shot. Listen to me. I am not betting on Bermuda to say I want 1 more goal to qualify or to save my skin. No. Believe me, I would have rather do my job against Trinidad than to wait on Bermuda to do me a job. Brother, Bermuda down tools, Bermuda Rasta. Rasta down tools as well. Thanks to Nitro. Nitro told me that they did pick a lot of down degraded players, and that's the case. So they did down tools, all right? No, JD, if TNT beat us, it Curacao and TNT going through. No, Jamaica can still go through. But what they would have to do is to make sure they beat or stop. Make sure they have to beat once they if they lose against Trinidad, they have to beat Curacao. They have to beat Curacao. So that means they could go on 12 points and Trinidad would be on 11. So that means Curacao would have dropped out. Curacao would have dropped out an 11 with less goal difference than Trinidad. So Trinidad would have took the second spot. So Jamaica would have to beat Curacao if they lose against Trinidad. There is no other way. No draw, nothing at all. They have to win. No draw, they have to win. And that means Jamaica would have come third. So people, it's a lot to play for. The 2 games, not just the 1, 2 games. All right? JD, remember Curacao is still unbeaten. Yes, I know, Jay-Z. I know that they are unbeaten, just the same. But people said that Trinidad is the harder one for them, you know? And to be honest, Trinidad did play better than Curacao against Jamaica and against Curacao as well. So I would say that the both of them will be hard. Both of them will be hard. And that's what I came here trying to say. And people say I come with negative energy, but you guys in the chat say the same thing as me. So I don't know how I get the beaten, but I am saying the same thing as you guys. I think it's going to be hard, you know? Bermuda pick all the same people with no Nucky Wells. There are 2 to 3 different players, but vast majority is the same. Okay. Trinidad not going to the World Cup. Duckland, I never said Trinidad going to the World Cup, but I never said Jamaica going to the World Cup or Curacao going to the World Cup. We are just talking about all the scenarios. So stop eating on Trinidad like they can't go there. Mathematically, they are still in it, Duckland. You're too bad, man, Duckland. People, but Duckland is just bad-minded. The man just, Jamaica can qualify, you know, and Trinidad still fight their way to the World Cup, you know. But Duckland just bad-mind Trinidad. Yo, Trinidad, nah, make the World Cup. All right, Duckland, I don't know what a Trinidad person did to you, but they're in the competition, and mathematically, they can still be. Yo, something wrong with this. something. Doubles not taste good either. Curacao can't beat Jamaica in Jamaica. Trinidad is the problem. All right. Wizard says Trinidad he's worried about. All right. But Wizard, that means you're saying Trinidad going through with Jamaica. You understand me? So why you guys don't tell Duckland that? Because he's just eating on Trinidad. Trinidad did nothing. All right. So I have people from Trinidad. I am an honest person. I have no problem with nobody. I just see football and say it as it is. You know? I say football and just say it as it is. I don't care who the guy. You understand me? but Duckland is the one that I'm repeating what he said. You understand me? I don't know your food. I don't know nothing about Trinidad. I'm just watching football. All right. So you have people in the chat. They are always disrespectful and fighting against other people. So Duckland is just one of them. They seem to always be fighting against other countries. You're mad if TNT go World Cup left way. But Jay-Z, both of us can reach there. Both of us can reach there, you know. Both of us can reach there. So if Jamaica lose to Trinidad and still beat Curacao, they get the first spot, and Trinidad would have gotten the second spot. So both of us can reach there. You understand me? Yeah. So and Curacao will be licking their chops. They 2 games and World Cup is for them. Just to get rid of Jamaica and World Cup is for them. You understand me? Or try their best to score a million goals against Bermuda. Give Bermuda 6 love, and at least they secure second spot. You understand me? So you get me? So if they give Bermuda 6, the goal difference and the points accumulation would have surely gave them the second spot at least. You understand me? Yes. I don't want to play Curacao in a must-win situation. And truth to truth, that's all I was saying. And they said my bad mind and me fight against Jamaica. And also, that's all I was saying. The Trinidad game, we should be going there to win and not no draw and all sort of foolishness. A draw against Trinidad guarantee a path to the World Cup. Whether automatically or no, a draw against Trinidad would put us on 10 points. Yes, yes. So it would have automatically. No, we're not sure. We're not sure. A draw against Trinidad is not a surety because 10 points can be reached for second place in other groups. Even 11 points can still be reached. So you want to make sure you reach 11 points with a lot of goals. Javian. So a draw on 10 points. I wouldn't bet on that to get a sure second spot. Because remember, it's 2 of the 3 groups, them best second spot going to the intercontinental playoffs. So you have to come down to the mathematics again with other groups. So that's why I said 11 points would make sure you get second place, but 10 points is not a surety. So a draw against Trinidad is not, Jamaica is not safe to get second spot. No, the 10 points is not safe. Suriname and 6 have 2 games to play. Panama have 2 games to play, just the same. And then you go over, Honduras is already on what? 8 points of 2 games. Costa Rica is right behind them with 2 games to play as well. You understand me? So they can win one and draw one and still be over the 10. You understand me? And then Jamaica don't. So no. The 1 point, no, blood. No. You have to fight. You have to fight to win the games. Win the games, man. Win the games, them. No mathematics should not be coming into. Yeah. All right, so people, aside from the one person come here try to set of people come here try to force us to believe in their delusion. The show was a very good show, people. I'm here just in my corner and doing my mathematics as always. Yep. We will be back tomorrow on the system where I can break down things and we can chop up things the right way. Before I go, people. Very good game today. I was watching some Premier League. I was watching Premier League 2 days in a row. Yeah, and I'm telling you, a couple of my friends, told me that the league is over, but I don't believe that the league is over. So just like the Jamaica, Curacao, and Trinidad game, anybody can come first and third. I think the first place in the Premier League can still come third or fourth or fifth. You understand me? So the hyping of the league is over, and you just played 10 games. I'm telling you, I've learned something, people. I've learned something. It's connected. All right, it is connected. I won't say the words them, but it is connected. Jason Brown said, "Excellent observation. I'm from Trinidad. Massive respect, Jason Brown, man. That's who I am. We're just here to chop up things, JD, you know how Rico Henry saved Brentford. Okay, so you think that he's gonna save Jamaica? Well, I think he should come in and you need to stop eating on Arsenal." So I can talk so for Jamaica and I'm not a hater. But when I talk so for Arsenal, I'm a hater. Okay, wow. So people, you see that this is the person that I am, This is the person that I am. Because I stand the same thing for Jamaica and I said the same thing for Arsenal. And the man said, "I must stop hating Arsenal." Brother, we have 20 odd games to play, The best chance for Trinidad is Bermuda beating Curacao. Okay. Seeing the look on slot face when they lose make me so happy. Okay. Tomorrow I will do that, Milton. Don't worry yourself. Recon pin up peering. But the problem is, how can you do that when the man is saying that he doesn't want to rely on people that's just coming in? And that's why he never wanted to bring in so much people. That means he would be going back on his same word, tycoon. You understand me? That means he would be going on his same word that he said in the last press conference. But you know what? You're right. You're right, tycoon. Because he always turns around going back on his word. You understand me? Jamaica don't want to be in the playoffs for second place. Nigeria is waiting. No, Nigeria is not waiting. Nigeria have to play Gabon and those good teams. I will be watching Nigeria to see what happens because Aubameyang and those dudes want to make history. And believe me, Nigeria is not going to find it easy, just like Jamaica and just like all the other teams, people. All right? Yes, so Nigeria, no spot is there put down for Nigerians because they're acting the same way. Like the World Cup is there waiting for them. That's how they act as well, people. So it looks like I have to be going around the world trying to convince people to see things from the logical standpoint. Yes, Aubameyang scored like 14,000 goals, people, and I'm telling you, Nigeria not getting away either. Nigeria has to outscore Aubameyang because he's on a mission to qualify his nation to the World Cup. And I think it's going to be tough for Nigeria. Big world-class Jamaica with Whisper and Dixon begging for a draw. Okay. They need a JPL club to play more football, especially Dixon, because clearly the world-class not translating to the real world, because that's the problem. I heard a lot of people speak on these players, but it's not translating to the real world. You understand me? I saw a Chelsea team, 16-year-old, 17-year-old in the team, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, Obviously, Whisper just coming back from injury, but if you were that good, you would have been in the team just the same because the other man's them that just come straight in the team just the same, Obviously, they are valued 60 and 70 million. So, it tells you, but it still means they are the same age. Dixon went on to League Two, and they're not saying he's world class either. And I'm not seeing anything that shows that he's world class. So I don't know. Maybe when they reach to Jamaica, they just have a different class. I'm hoping that it's not special ed. Because if it can't translate nowhere else, it starts to look like that in the blood. All right? JD, don't compare the Arsenal team from the English-speaking Caribbean. Whisper mistake was to not play under 21 for Jamaica. That's a good shout, because when we were talking about Mora the other day, we were saying that Mora playing U20s World Cup, he's playing in Gold Cup, he's playing for his club, Yeah, he's playing for everything, No, Jason, at this point, we have to start saying, I don't understand how this not translating to the world level. Why nobody can see anything? This is how dumb the rest of the world is. When the education comes from the rest of the world and they can't see what you are saying. And you guys keep on telling me to believe the man and wait the man. How long may I go wait? When they were 35 and they tell me that they're late bloomer, because that's what the coach trying to tell me now. They're late bloomer. All right, so they were 20 and 19, and we were raving about them. So why they have to be late bloomer? Then put them on when they are 20 and 25. You understand? If you're a late bloomer, then make me park you from now until me know you're going to be late. And when you're late and ready, I put you on the field. So when you're 25, I come back around when you become the late bloomer and pick you. Why I have to be here to take the grind pains them when you're not the late bloomers yet? People, that's why I don't repeat what they have said, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Either you're late bloomer or you're early bloomer or you're no bloomer at all. You understand me? So if you're a late bloomer, you should not be in the team from 18 to 23 because you ain't gonna do nothing. You understand me? You come back when you are the late bloomer, and I'm okay with that. All right? Yes. Jamaica will be watching Trinidad in the World Cup. Peru, oh God. Boy, one thing about Jamaica and Trinidad, you know, man, them love fight each other, you see, man. Um, it is our evaluators overselling them cause these things, but without the overselling, would they be sold? No, they wouldn't be sold. But are they helping the cause for Jamaica? Because I've been telling people that all they're doing is giving Jamaica a bad name. A man clip a video the other day and said, JD, you must be Nostradamus. See the Mount Pleasant owner here saying that all Jamaica does is sell a bunch of players that's not doing nothing and give Jamaica bad name, and he has to be the one trying to fix the problem of Jamaica bad name. I have been saying that for 2 years. I want to say my bad mind local players. So the man of Mount Pleasant bad mind local players. I him sign all of the local players them blood. Ye- Hello. Yeah, man, it's this stream. Hello, Jimmy. So, but I'm saying you guys said I was bad-minded. So why you don't call the Mount Pleasant personal owner and tell him that he's bad-minding Jamaican people? Because he said that. But you don't believe him now. So, but why you never believe me for 2 years straight? You see what I'm telling people? So I'm just here dropping gems every single year, and you guys just keep on bad minding me. I'm gonna keep on getting better because I'm gonna keep on dropping more gems. You see, because you can't tell me that you never hear the man say the same thing, you know. You go pretend like you never hear. All right. Levi played 45 minutes today and had an assist in a 2-1 win. Wonderful, wonderful. Butler caused that, not the players, them. But it's not Butler alone, Jason. It was not Butler players alone went to Belgium. You have players that went to Belgium and never gave Jamaica a good name because they thought that they were big stars and never did anything at all. So, and they were oversold via the national team. You understand me? Via the national team. So it's not just Butler alone. We can't just beat Butler alone. We had several players in Belgium. You understand me? Issa, I am not gonna say anything, Issa. Leave it alone, Issa. I'm just trying to say to you that when I was telling people I was bad-minded, but I'm not gonna tell the Mount Pleasant man that he's bad-minded now. When he's telling you facts, when he's saying it now as a fact, which I knew it was a fact from before. But you never want to listen to me because I am not a 100 million, no, not 100 million. I am not a 1 billion, 2 billion Jamaican or Englishman because 100 million. I'm not a 1 billion Englishman, so that's why you never believe me. You understand me? Yes, you never believe me that time. So no, nobody no want take no chance and no youth or no foolishness because it looks like there's money people go for and not to advance themselves, and that will stop the food for other people that truly wants to go and educate themselves and do good. It makes it hard for all of those bridges. Yeah. Your point is spot on, but he was cussing Butler and is lying about finances. Yes, I heard what he said, Jason. But I'm just telling people that when I told people that when you're just looking at the part that you can brag on, I was giving you the overall repercussion from these behaviors. You understand me? JD, I missed that one. What happened at Mount? No, Mount Pleasant owner came out and started to say that a lot of these players getting sold and making commitments that they can't fulfill, and it's giving Jamaica a bad name, and nobody wants to work with them, and he has to be trying to fix Jamaica's bad name. You understand me? Because what I was telling you guys, when I read some of these papers when they sell the players them,
You hear on the papers them when they sell the players them. These guys are coming on for Ethan Pinnock, Mikel Antonio. They must be good. So these guys are being sold on a promise to people. You understand me? These guys are being sold, and that is the sole reason why they are trying to force the mixture. So now you understand why I'm so upset. Because I want Jamaica to be good. But because they want more money in their pocket, because remember, Mr. Speed is the one that came here and said he rather sell a player than making the World Cup. And I believe that that's their whole mantra. They're trying to do both now, you know. They're trying to do both now. But they're trying to do both, making sure their number one belief is taken care of. And that's what they're doing. Is their number one belief is to try and sell a player. That's what their belief was from day one. But they realize that they can take the better players, put on the field, and mix with the players them that they want to forcefully sell and try to get the job done. So that is the difference. That is the difference, people. And that's what I'm arguing. So for people that came in, never understood what I was trying to say and why I'm always so upset, it has nothing to do with if Jamaica go win or lose the game. It's about what they're doing always with these lists and stuff. Wayne Evans, big up yourself, and they can't do the right thing. So, you're so fish. You know? Owen, he said that publicly. He said that public that he would rather sell a player than to qualify for the World Cup. That's what he said. He said that can't be erased off the internet. He said that. So you can't tell me that I can't say it. He said it. You know, so you can't bring me to court for something that he said. He said that. Stream 4K said which player they're trying to sell. Let me explain to you what is the problem. It's not one single player. The deal is it has to be a mixture, because without the national team exposure, players can't be sold out of the JPL, and the JPL doesn't make enough money for them to keep afloat. So they want to always be recycling players through the national team. So spots will always be there. That is the actual ruling they signed on. They're just not telling the public, but that is the ruling that they have signed on. But now the Mount Pleasant guy coming out and saying that they are not doing that. They're taking the players them in their region and picking those players. So who they have the agents that they're working with, they are not just doing it in general. They are not doing it in general. And that is a sad part, because what that does, no, it's not my opinion, because these are things that they have said out of their own mouth to me as well. So it's not my opinion. That's what they're doing. So, and that's why I know that the Mount Pleasant man was 100% right. The problem is now what they're doing, they're just picking out of their zone. So it's not anybody that is performing in Jamaica gets the pick. And that is the problem. If anybody that's performing in Jamaica gets the pick, I had no problem with it. No, Guru, it's not my opinion. I never said it's my opinion. It's not my opinion. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm not. It's not my opinion. I'm telling you that's what it is. Yes. So no, I'm telling you. I never. I said that's what it is. Period. Yes, and they said that to me too as well. So that's why I said the Mount Pleasant man is 100% accurate in his statements when he's saying that they're trying to force their players in. It's not about the best players, and that's the problem. Because the national team is for Jamaican people, so any little kid performing, you should aspire to something. So if you're going to say that you're going to use a system to pick players off, if a man performing good in Montego Bay, he should have us play. He should be in that pool to get called up. Not you have to go, because what that does now, it sets up people to only go to certain people. Because remember now, Mount Pleasant comes in with a lot of money, so they have to find ways out to control. They make it difficult for him to get everything, because they're conniving people, man. They are conniving people. So that's sell off making a national team, and maybe that is the only way to get you out. It still have a little pull, so they can get other people. So it's a battle. It's a battle for the little players them in Jamaica. It's a battle going on for the little players them in Jamaica. A strong battle going on there, people. So this national team thing, people, is way deeper than what you're seeing with just a selection blood. People's lives depend on it. People's clubs depend on it. You understand me? They love to come on and said national team now do nothing for them. Pure lies. Pure lies. Pure lies. I'm telling you, pure lies. The national team, they rely on it so much to boost their own profile and to boost their players' profile. Yes, pure lies. Straight up. So I'm just hoping that they make the World Cup so they can come out much more forthcoming, and you will see what the situation is, you know? Yeah. But that's where I'm gonna finish it, people. I'm gonna disappear, but tomorrow we'll try and come back on. But if I don't get the time because I have to go to Netherlands, I don't know when I'm gonna reach back. All depending on when I do reach back, if I can put something together, and I will jump out and we chop up things. All right. Yeah, yeah. No, Guru said I should say it's an opinion. No, Guru. Anything I said, I can prove. At least someone tell me that. So there's someone that will try to bring me to court. You will be shocked, Guru, when I can prove what was said to me. You know. If we lose against Trinidad, them dead. Laugh out loud. Yeah. So we will watch the Trinidad game. I'm gonna be keen on the Trinidad game. Like how you guys said, the Trinidad game is the one that you're more worried about. I believe it's both, but you guys said it's a Trinidad game, so I'm gonna take more interest in the Trinidad game. Billy, oh, you agreeing with Mount Pleasant man, and you don't want any local? No, I never said I don't want any local in the team. Dockland, if you listen to me every time I speak, Dockland, first thing, Liam Bailey is a local. All right. Are any local playing? I said, all I want, Dockland, from day one, tell me the truth that we have a quota system and stop going around the story. I will work with it regardless of which team comes. But I always said, tell me the truth. So we are with this, Dockland. We just don't like the lies. All right. We just don't like the lies, Dockland. I've always said that. So stop with the narrative I don't like local players. I've watched JPL games. 3 years ago, I was streaming Cavaliers in Concacaf. No English players was on that. I did it. You can't rewrite my history, Dockland. All right? The problem is they are not on the same level. And when you can talk in a Jamaica until you know blue, you're still not on the same level, because nobody will have sense and qualified ever put you on the same level. And by that, I'm standing on that how selection should go. Either don't pick none of the sensible high-level players them and put all of who you want on the field, but the mixture won't work, Dockland. And I know you know the truth as well. The mixture don't work. We're just trying to force something that is not working. That's all. So I never had a problem with them saying it's 14 plus 7. I just know that they ain't going anywhere. But at least do the 14 plus 7 right. So everybody have an equal chance and not the friend thing in the 14 plus 7. You understand me? That's all I was saying from day one. I never push back. But it's okay, Doctor. Do you plan on streaming the TNT game? Yes, I'm gonna do the TNT game. No problem, man. Should I do a watch? How should I do it? Because these games are too heated, too much mad people out in the street when these games are going on. So I'm gonna do a watch party. I'm gonna find some people that I want to do a watch party with. So I don't have to do any commentary or nothing, because I can't lead these people in these times, Yeah, so because they're eating in these games. So I'm gonna do a watch party. I'm not doing any watch along, and commentary. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna watch a game like everybody else and just sit down, you know. So I'm gonna find some people, and we just reach out some football people, all right? And if you want to pass through, you pass through and support it. It's not going to be only Jamaican centric. It's going to be about all the games that's playing. Everybody will be watching a game and giving their input on it. But you will learn more. I'm telling you, you will learn more, you know, and you will have much more accuracy. So if you want to support it, you support it. All right. So take care of yourself, people, and let me know what you guys want to see in the future. I still have the game planned to come out with. Yeah. Big up Pristine, thanks for being here, man. And everyone that passes through, massive respect. Take care of yourself, man, and take care of your mental health, because that is very much important, people. All right, so that's all I'm doing sometimes when I don't come on, because you can't go in a circle with things that you know over and over, you know. So when you don't see me on as much, don't call me and pressure me about Jamaican things. All right, because I would have known about it. I just chose not to really do any video on it or something, because I've been here a long time, and people remember I was pretty much the first person here doing what I'm doing. Not pretty much. I was the first person here doing exactly what I'm doing today. You understand me? So at certain point, it gets kind of overbearing, and you see that it's not going to change. So if I just don't want to talk on it, people. All right. So you don't have to text me and tell me when you know that I know. All right, people. Take care of yourself. Take care of the mental health. I'm here. Bye bye.